Oh gosh, I'm gonna cry. Oh, hey guys, what's up? If you're new to my channel, my name is Amber and welcome to my channel. This channel started out as a DCP channel and I hope for it to be that again one day, but I am done with my DCP. It ended summer of 2018, so last summer, which I really wish I could have extended, but you know, gotta get that degree. But since then it has become like just a vlog to document my trips back to Disney or to Universal or to just Florida in general, or just travel, like tips and tricks, because I did get into the Disney College program. So there hopefully will be, I have been saying this for a while, but there are gonna be some tips and tricks videos this year. I have like the whole summer to do those, so they're coming, I promise. What this video is about. Okay, so as of right now, so this is how it started. So I really wanted to watch all the Marvel movies, but I'm like, that's like it's gonna be a lot of money, like having to like rent all those movies or to, you know, I was hoping to borrow them from somebody, and that's what I did. So a kind gentleman let me borrow all the Marvel movies. So I have watched Captain America and Iron Man, but I'll get back to those in a second. So I started with Black Panther because for my major, which is elementary ed, we had to watch Black Panther as a teacher's point of view. And if you are a teacher, you can see what I'm talking about. I don't really want to go into much detail about that. But so we had to watch Black Panther. And I'd wanted to watch Black Panther for a while, so I was like, yay, I get to finally, like, I have to watch it, you know? So I watched Black Panther and literally, oh my gosh, it was so good, and it made me really, like, I wanted to get into the Marvel movies, but that made me like, okay, so I need to know about this. So then I watched Infinity War on Netflix, and I fell in love. Like, literally fell in love. So Captain Marvel was actually in theaters when I watched Infinity War. When I'm recording this, it's like I've already watched Endgame, so I'll talk about Endgame in a second. So I watched Captain Marvel and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, literally, why haven't I started watching these sooner? Like, I was literally so mad with myself. So I watched Black Panther. I did watch Black Panther, but I watched Captain Marvel, and then okay. This was like a week and a half before Endgame, so I'm like, okay, I have to watch Endgame now. Like, I don't want it to be spoiled for me, because it's gonna be spoiled. So I was like, I'm gonna watch it. I watched it the second day, so Friday the 26th, and oh my gosh, it's so good. Like, literally so good. Like, as someone who I hadn't seen any of the movies except Black Panther, Captain Marvel, and Infinity War, like, I still felt for those characters. Like, by the time I post this video, if you watch it and there are spoilers, like, you haven't watched it yet, I'm sorry, but the Russo brothers, like, I'm like really up to date on everything now. Almost up to date. I seen this video about the Russo brothers, and they're like, 2 weeks after this movie has, you know, been released, they are going to, like, it's okay, like, they want people to be able to talk about the movie, so they understand not everyone's going to be able to come out the first weekend, so they'll go the next weekend. But after that weekend, like, if you haven't seen it, and it gets spoiled for you, sorry. So I'm following by those rules, and this video is going to be posted on Monday. Let me think about this. Today's the 6th. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be posted Monday the 6th. And if I spoil it for you, sorry. And these are all my opinions, so not Marvel's, not Disney's, not anybody's but mine. So I felt for all of those characters that died, especially okay, in Infinity War, when Spider-Man like dusted, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm like, oh. And then, okay, so the first time that I seen all the pictures, and then I seen the preview, and then I'm like, okay, I'm really hooked, like I need to watch it. And then when I was watching Infinity War, when all those characters dusted, I'm like, no, Spidey, no, Tom Holland. Okay, and then for Endgame, when Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, sacrificed herself to get the Soul Stone, like, why didn't Nebula or anyone tell them that one of them was gonna have to sacrifice themselves? Like, the two awesome characters. So, okay, and I'm probably gonna get hate on this, but I really wanted it to be Hawkeye. And I know he has a show coming out on the Disney Plus, but I really wanted it to be him. And when he was jumping off, I was like not happy, but I was like, yay, it's not her. And then she jumped off the freaking ledge, and during that point I didn't know what was going on, and I'm like, what the heck? And then she ends up like below him, and I was like, this is the end. Like, she could just let go of his hand, and I'm like, no, don't let go, let go. And then she pushed up the wall, and I'm like, girl, you should have let him do it. And then he's like, it should have been me, and I'm like, I was kind of torn. Like, I like both the characters, but I'm like, I wish it was her. Like, she's getting her own movie, and I understand that it's going to be a like before, like, origin story, but I don't know. People are gonna be mad either way. Like, one of them had to die. I guess they could have sent someone else who's not as important, but you know, they were trying to save the galaxy. They were trying to save the whole world, everything living. So, you know, they gotta send their best people, which unfortunately one of them had to die. And then when she let go, and then it just like falls, and then you see her all bloody, and it's like that like, you know, that scene is like in my brain. Like, I'll just be thinking of, you know, Scarlett Johansson, who plays Black Widow, and I'll be like, instantly that picture, and I'm like okay, let's continue. What was I going to talk about? Okay, so when, oh my gosh, do you know, I hate when in movies or TV shows or anything really, where you know something and like you can't tell the characters. Like, literally, when Nebula, like when they went back in time, oh my gosh, it was to get one of the stones. I can't remember. It might have been the blue stone. What is the blue stone? Is it space? I'm sorry guys, I'm still trying to learn everything. I'm watching the movies. I think I said this earlier. If not, I have watched Captain Marvel, yes I have, but I watched Captain America and Iron Man, so I'm getting there. And I really like how everything connects. like after every movie they say, you know, you'll see this character in this movie, and then it just keeps on going and going. But yeah, I'm trying to get everything. So I'm pretty sure you can comment down below just so I know, but I'm pretty sure it was the space, the bluestone that they were trying to get. And then as soon as Nebula, like was it the 2014 Nebula, like started having those visions, I'm like, no, it's because her other, you know, future self is there. And I'm like, please, please, please don't let Thanos, like, no. And I'm like, ugh. And I was like, okay, so this, it's screwed. Like, they're not gonna do it. Like, no one's coming back. Tom Holland's not coming back. Black Widow did this for nothing. Oh my gosh. And then they switched places. Well, like, they took future Nebula and 2014 Nebula went in her place to, you know, to, I don't know, like, is it 2019 or, because the way I see it, so 24, I don't know, I'm confused on the timeline, because on tweets and stuff it says like 2025 or something like that, so I'm assuming that's 2025 Nebula, and I don't know. But when she follows him back, and then they don't suspect a thing, and she just goes on about her business and like tells Thanos where they are, and he comes and he blows up the freaking Avengers place, and I'm like, I wish I could tell them, like. And then they didn't know that, they still didn't know. Once they blew the place up, they still didn't know, and he almost gave the Infinity Gauntlet to her. Well, he did give it to her. He's like, hey, I know you. No you don't, because it's not the freaking right Nebula. Ugh, I'm triggered. Okay, and then just the whole thing, like, my mind is like trying to remember everything, and it's just like I'm trying to do it in order. And then once they go to battle, you know, everyone is they're trying their best. They don't have a lot of people. You know, they lost Black Widow, so they're down one person. You know, everyone's trying to fight Thanos. Why do I say his name like that sometimes? Thanos' army, but you know, he's got a big army. Like, they can't kill everybody. And then I'm gonna pull this song up because literally I've had it on repeat this whole time. I'm not gonna play a lot of it because I don't want to get copyrighted. I'm gonna play a little bit of it, and you should not like it. I'm really like I was in band when I was younger, and like these film scores, oh, they get me every time. Like, I'll just listen to the film scores, like, and I noticed music more now, especially in, like, you know, Disney movies and Marvel movies and, you know, Harry Potter, and I just, like, I really I'm sick. I really, you know, focus on those. Like I focus on the movie, but I focus on the music too, and then I'll, you know, I'll search for the music, and it's kind of like I'm watching the movie, just, you know, listening to it and then picturing it, you know? Okay. So here's this part right here. Right there, what is his name? Bucky says, on your left. And I'm like, I'll do a video after I watched all of them, like my reaction of the whole cinematic universe. It's coming soon. But I like did research about everything, and I learned that that's what he said in a different Captain America movie. And I was like, okay, I see you. He's like, on your left. So this movie, try not to get the light, but it's called Portals. Go check it out, but watch, listen. It is all the portals opening. You can tell by the title, but it's all the portals and everyone comes back. Like, it is literally the most beautiful thing I've ever heard. Everyone comes back except Black Widow, but you know, she got the Soul Stone, so it would have ruined everything. It's so beautiful. So beautiful. And then, you know, Spider-Man comes back and Hawkeye flies out. No, not Hawkeye, because he didn't die. I mean Bucky flies out. And everyone who survived Scarlet Witch, like, comes down, like around this time. And I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. It's so good. Like that, I've listened to that film score like since I've seen Endgame so many times. Oh my gosh, I need to see it again. I'm probably will see it again while it's still in theaters. If not, I'll watch it again. I plan to watch it again after I watched everything to, you know, everything that I was confused about when I was watching Endgame will make sense more. That's the plan. And let's continue. So, you know, everyone comes back and Thanos. Why do I keep on wanting to say it like Thanos? I mean Thanos. Once everyone, you know, comes out of the portals, he's like, oh crap, like, cracks me up every time, because he's like, oh, well, crap. And then, you know, they're fighting, getting everybody. Ant-Man's big, and, you know, everyone is gonna, you know, kill Thanos. And then, you know, stuff gets a little crazy. You know, they're killing people left and right, and then, you know, it gets too much for the Avengers, and then out of nowhere, you think it's someone from Thanos' group. No, it's Captain Marvel. You know, I understand that she was filming Captain Marvel at the same time as Endgame, so that's why she was gone so much. But, you know, where was she at, girl? Like, you know, you could have, you know, you could have did it like that. Like, when you went through his ship and everything went down, and then you saw that face again from Thanos, yeah, you could have done that like that. But I understand you were filming Captain Marvel and you're a busy girl. I understand that she had a short haircut in the comics, but short hair, I don't know if Brie Larson would ever see this, or don't attack me, Brie Larson fans. I love Brie Larson, so don't attack me, but she looks really good with like shoulder length hair or longer. Like when I first seen the short hair, I was like, I don't know how I feel about that. But I respect that they did it for the comic book, because that's how her hair is supposed to be. So, don't bite me. So I was like, yes, Captain Marvel. I was like screaming. Like I screamed for the portal scene. I was like, yes, Tom Holland, Scarlet Witch, like everyone. I was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when Captain Marvel came out, I was like, girl, where you been? Like, they need you. Like, what was so important? I know Captain Marvel was important, but girl, come on. So when she came, and then Thanos was like, you know, freaking out, like, what am I supposed to do? And then, you know, it just keeps on getting, like, you know, she destroys all his ship, and they kill all his men, but Thanos won't give up. He, you know, ends up getting, he almost puts the, no, does he? He's almost putting it on, and Captain Marvel is, you know, fighting him, and then she gets pushed away, and then he almost gets it on, and then Iron Man, he gets it off, and then it is just like, you know, fighting, and then, okay, I'm trying to explain this. Thanos puts it on, and he goes to snap, and it doesn't work, and I'm like, yes, but then they move the camera over to Iron Man, and then he has it, and I'm like, yes. Like, I didn't really understand the power of, like, you know, using the Infinity Gauntlet. When he did it, I was excited, and I was probably the only one excited, unless there was other people like me, watching. But he, like, did the snap, and he killed everyone in Thanos' group, and then I realized what it had done to him. Like, his whole face was, like, all bloody, and his arm and everything because of the snap. And, like, I had seen what it did to Thanos, but I didn't quite understand. Like, he was still alive, so I was like, hey, maybe it just affects him. But then I guess I understood a little bit more when Hulk did it. I was very curious about when he used the Infinity Gauntlet and he snapped his finger, and he wished that everyone who was taken away from the snap came to where they are now. I was wondering, so they did that in, like, the middle of the movie, I would say, and then they went to, like, the battlefield, and I'm like, that was like an hour after that. I'm like, where are these people? And then, you know, they ended up coming back, but I was like, what they be doing? Come on and help. But they came back at the right time. Yeah, so, you know, Iron Man, he just, you know, he's just a regular human, and I understand now that Thanos didn't die because he's, you know, a Titan. Is he a Titan, or did he just live on Titan? I don't know. He's just, you know, he's not human. He can stand it. Like, he's not gonna die from it. He just, like, he's like hurt. And then Hulk hurt his arm. He had to actually wear a cast. He was wearing a cast at the end of it. But Iron Man, he's just like a regular human being. So I understand now, but I was like, no, Iron Man, like, literally, this is where, like, people who got into it because of Infinity War, like me, this, like, we still feel for those characters. Like, I'm an emotional person, so, like, I was, like, bawling for Black Widow and for Iron Man. But I was like, okay, I wasn't gonna accept it. I was like, this is not happening. He's not gonna die. They're gonna, like, bring him back like they did, like they do with any person. Like, you know, with Loki, he was resurrected so many times, and you know, he does finally die in Infinity War, but you know, I was like, this is not happening, he's gonna come back. And then he, like, his power source, it just, it goes off. Oh gosh, I'm gonna cry. And she's like holding it, and then it goes off, and I'm like, no. And the tears just kept on, like, they just wouldn't stop. And then they cut to they went to the funeral, and then they had that thing where I've watched Iron Man, so I understand it now, but they had like the proof that Tony Stark has a heart, and I was like, no, I do not accept this. I do not accept this. And then they show everyone who, you know, they brought back from the snap, and everyone's in black. I hate funerals, and literally, it's like a fake funeral, but I'm like, you get emotionally attached to these characters, and I was just like, really, really, oh my gosh, it was so sad. And then, you know, Captain Marvel's on the front porch, and then Nick Fury comes back, and I'm like, yes. What am I seeing? And then it cuts back to where they're going to bring all the Infinity Stones back to the time periods that they got them. So, like, those time periods, because they need those stones during those time periods. So, if they don't bring them back, then those time periods are no longer, you know, I don't know. Anyway, was it the Ancient One? Yes, the Ancient One. I see, I'm getting this. I am. The Ancient One explained it the way, like, for her time stone, like, she needs that time stone in her period to give to Doctor Strange. So the same goes with the other stones. If you're a Marvel fan, you know. If you're not, hopefully I explained that enough for you. But, so, you know, Captain America's like, I'm the one who's gonna bring all these Infinity Stones back to where they belong. You know, they do the quantum universe where, you know, Ant-Man and the Wasp, they do that. I think it was mostly Ant-Man, because he gets stuck there for the when they did Snap, Hope, and then I think their parents. I haven't watched that yet. I'm gonna watch it. I'm assuming it's their parents or their grandparents. They are, you know, victims of the snap, and he gets stuck in the quantum universe, and so he's stuck there. And then, you know, you've probably already watched it, so I'm explaining this, and it doesn't matter, but, you know, they use that for him to bring all of the stones back, and he does return all the stones, but instead of, you know, coming right back, because when you're in the quantum universe, it only takes like 5 seconds for us, but in there it's as long as you need. So he returned all the stones like he was going to. But he also, like, I understand this now. Like, when I watched it, I didn't, but I've watched Captain America now. But he goes back to Peggy Carter because he missed their date because he crashed into the ocean and was frozen, and he was, you know, brought back to life. Or he was never dead, I think, because of, like, what they did to him. He was never dead. He doesn't remember those years, like those 70 years that he was frozen, but he was alive apparently during them. So when he came back as an old man, like, I was like real confused. Like, I am confusion at this moment. So yeah, when he came back as an old man, I was very confused. And then he explained it. He gave his shield to the now, like Bucky, the now Captain Marvel. It's like, this is for you. It's, you know, I always wanted to give it to you. This was like his plan. You know, as soon as they, you know, they won, he was the one. He said he wanted to be the one to put all the Infinity Stones back, so you know that he could do this. But he, you know, went back to Peggy Carter, and he doesn't say it's Peggy, but they show you at the end of the movie. And he got that life that Bucky was talking about, and he's an old man now because he, you know, instead, like those 70 years that he was supposed to be, the 70 years that he spent in the ice, he spent with Peggy, and I'm assuming she died, and that's when he came back. But he came back as an old man, and yeah, it's like he's not dead, but he's definitely not going to be in the movies anymore, which sucks. But there's like the new Captain Marvel, Bucky. So Captain Marvel. Do I keep on saying Captain Marvel? I do. Captain America. Literally, sometimes it's hard to keep everything together, especially since I've watched them like very close together. But yeah, so it's gonna be weird like watching Phase 4 without Iron Man, Black Widow. Well, I guess Black Widow is gonna be in Phase 4, but it's gonna be an origin story instead. But you know, it's gonna be a different Captain Marvel. Dang it. Captain America in Phase 4. But you know, that's awesome. Like, I'm nothing against it. So yeah, it's a happy ending, but it's not a happy ending because, you know, 2 people died and 1 person is almost dead. But it was so good, literally so good. I'm gonna see it again, hopefully when it's still in theaters, and then again after I watched all the movies. But yeah, I really wish I would have started all these a lot sooner because I'm now in love. You can see that someone can watch Infinity War and be obsessed just as much as someone who started from the beginning. Like, watching Infinity War has made me want to start before, and I wish I would have started, you know, before, but I didn't. I'm mad at myself, but you know, we're gonna watch all of them. I am about to watch Incredible Hulk. I'm watching, which I'm kind of like, I'm gonna watch Incredible Hulk, but it's not, you know, Mark. But I'm watching them. Let me find that picture. I found this thing on the internet that said you watch Captain America, the first Avenger, then Captain Marvel, Iron Man. I've already watched Captain Marvel, so I've watched Captain America and Iron Man, and then I'm gonna watch. Oh wait, no, I don't watch the Hulk. It says that I need to watch Iron Man 2, then Thor, then Hulk, then the Avengers. Good thing I didn't watch Hulk first. I was gonna watch that after Iron Man. Avengers, then Iron Man 3, then Thor the Dark World, then Captain America the Winter Soldier, then Guardians of the Galaxy, and then Volume 2, then Avengers Age of Ultron, then Ant-Man, then Captain America Civil War, I can't talk, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. But I've also heard that, well, I've seen other people say that I need to watch Ant-Man and the Wasp after Avengers, so comment down below if you think I should watch Ant-Man and the Wasp after Infinity War, or if I should watch it Oh wait, no, this is, it goes in different directions. No, after Ant-Man, no, after Captain America Civil War, it says I need to watch Black Panther, and then Spider-Man Homecoming, and then Ant-Man and the Wasp. But it goes from Ant-Man and the Wasp to Doctor Strange, and then Thor Ragnarok, I can't say it, Ragnarok, I think that's how you say it, and then Infinity War. But comment down below if you think I should watch Ant-Man after Civil War or Ant-Man after Avengers Infinity War, because I've seen it both ways. But if you've watched all of them, let me know what will be best for me to, you know, make sense of everything. But I'm gonna watch them anyway. And then, you know, Doctor Strange, and then it goes to Avengers Endgame. So that's the plan this summer. I'm gonna make videos and then, you know, work and, you know, watch all of Marvel. That's my summer. Sounds like a good summer. I am gonna visit Disney this summer because Illuminations is ending. Tear. But yeah, so this is, you know, I wanted to make a video of this, but you know, as someone who got into this franchise late, I didn't want to be that person to spoil it for fans that like have been in this since the beginning. So I've, you know, waiting until they say that it's okay, and so that's why this video is going to be posted on Monday the 6th. And like I said earlier, these are all my views. If you take offense to it, I'm sorry. You can, you know, dislike this video. It's fine. Like, I understand. But these are all my, you know, all my views. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to start a conversation down in the comments, you know, I will answer as many comments as I can. Hopefully all of them. And don't forget to like this video, or dislike it, whatever you want to do. This is a democracy, right? And you know, share this video, subscribe. I love, you know, that when I started this channel, it wasn't just for DCP. Like, I really wanted to document my DCP, but that's not the only reason why. I just, like, after documenting my DCP, I just love documenting my life. Like, I've made a lot of videos doing that, just that. So yeah, I just want to document, you know, just conversation. Thanks for watching, and remember, just let's start a conversation in the comments, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.